Namaste viewers, welcome to Jaipur Dialogue USA for our short feature. Today we are going to talk about, and I'm going to specifically mention about our congressman from California, Mr. Ro Khanna. Now, we all know that Mr. Ro Khanna is an honorable congressman representing the Indian diaspora from Silicon Valley. He also nurses a presidential ambition. He has already interviewed on many TV channels. He was a Bernie Sanders Socialist Party supporter. And he has been also very vocal. He's a face of Indian community here. So why did Ro Khanna, whose actual name is Rohit, have become a current problem for everyone? For two reasons. When the Khalistanis attacked in San Francisco consulate, when the Khalistanis attacked here in New York, when there was a major problem on that account, he has not condemned, he did not condemn the Khalistanis, nor did he talk about anything supporting the Hindus and the Indian community. There was a major uproar. And then there was a Stanford doctor, and I will definitely read out to you on this matter because it's important. There is a gentleman, Dr. Anurag Mairal, who wrote a tweet to Mr. Ro Khanna saying that today on, I will ask you one question every week. Do you support the violent Khalistani movement? Do you support their separatist demand to break up India, a country our president has called an indispensable partner? It's a very critical thing. Then only, he also has gone ahead to say, your reluctance to criticize Khalistanis by name is mind-boggling. Your silence speaks loud and clear. Friends in the Bay Area, especially those of us who are in his constituency, please reshare these questions, tagging him. It went viral. And the entire Silicon Valley began to pump up to Mr. Ro Khanna. What's your stand? And that was important because following that, Mr. Ro Khanna did reply. And he talked about the fact that he condemns any breaking of India movement by any particular group, but he wants equal justice for all groups, Hindus, Christians, Muslims, and Sikhs and everybody else. Mr. Khanna has presidential ambitions. He knows fully well. This is a very interesting scenario. By the way, this is nothing personal against Rohit Khanna. Nothing personal. It's also because people have high expectations from you, particularly when you take the mantle of becoming the mouthpiece and spokesperson for representing Indian community in United States. There are three other congressmen, ladies, Pramila Jayapal, Raja Krishnamurthy, and Dr. Ami Bera. The issue here is very important. You are representing Hindus, Indians, Muslims, Sikhs, all of Indian hue and all colors. They are the base for these gentlemen and lady to be in the Congress, the House of Representatives. They are the base. Because unless and until you have your base supporting you, you don't make much progress. Because unless and until your base is yours, contributes handsomely to your campaign kitty, you don't gather momentum. What is also incidentally true is that you do not become a congressman because of Desi votes. That's very important to know. So the vote bank politics begins to play. Incidentally, all four of them are Democrats. And what is also irking the Indian community in entire country is that somehow or the other, all the problems that we are facing here, they have the initiation in Democrat-run states. Think about it. And none of these people come out vocally against it. Raja Krishnamurthy did. He did talk about and condemn. Neeraj Antani, an Ohio State Senator, a young man who is in his second term as Ohio State Senator, he was the first one to come out vocally. Ro Khanna has not issued a statement. He has tweeted that he is for equal rights for everybody, protect the freedoms for everybody. But he has not outrightly condemned these actions. Pramila Jayapal, forget about her. I don't know what she smokes and what she drinks. And I say this with due respect, because she's in Seattle Congress lady, and she is today talking about nothing about these issues. Ami Bera is also a California congressman. You seldom hear him speak anything. I have not come across much on our issues. So what is important here to bear in mind, that Ro Khanna will not have an easy sail now, because Indians in Silicon Valley have somewhere along the line registered in their mind that the entire caste-based discrimination that is happening in California. And Ro Khanna has said nothing about it. Ami Bera has said nothing about it. They have not outrightly condemned that. Forget about the Equality Labs bogus report, and that is open to challenge. The issue here is that they have not even come out supporting the Carnegie Foundation report on that. This is important. This is very important. And I remember our dear friend Abhijit Iyer Mitra saying it on this show on a full discussion, that the stupid people of Indian origin in Silicon Valley will realize that their foolish support and blind support to the Democrats will eventually lead to their children missing out on top class colleges because of the DEI basis in the DEI agenda. Not only that, he was so angry. He said that these buffoons will realize only when their children will be working as janitors and lift operators in these companies, because they will be discriminated against. They will be victims. So you and I basically in America know about it, but it has impact and implication across the board for all the students coming from India to this part of the world. Remember, you will be spending $60,000 to study in schools and colleges here. The entire wokeness has captured the imagination of the university system here. So my friends, it's very important to bear that in mind. Rohit Khanna, there is nothing personal. Everything is purely business. Since you represent us, you are a leading congressman. You are on Fox, CNN, MSNBC, everywhere, talking about issues. People think about you as Bernie Sanders' successor on the socialist plan. So we know your agenda. The question is, does it fit us? Does it suit us? But one thing is clear. The Indians have woken up. I'm saying woken up, not wokes. They have awakened. They know that our dollars matter to their campaign, and they give good money. So as a result of which, now is the time for every Indian to demand what President Obama always says, our fair share. It's time to demand our fair share. This kind of, ignoring us, taking us for granted by Ro Khanna and his band of comrades and the Democratic Party will not fly long. It's time for us to awaken and call for answers and accountability. Continuing the thread, it was very important to know that even in Washington, D.C., the Khalistani elements demonstrated in front of the Indian embassy. Not only that, when my namesake, Mr. Lalit Jha, who is the PTI chief in the United States, who I happen to know, was assaulted, he said in as many words that but for the intervention of the security forces, he could have been badly injured. Now, not only this, the Khalistanis also attacked and threatened that the Sikh ambassador, Mr. Taran Singh Ji, would also be hurt and the embassy staff will be hurt. Interestingly enough, none of the congressmen have condemned that. Bear that in mind. Not only in the country of press freedom and support of press, freedom of press we talk about, the House, the Congress, nobody has said anything. The Indian embassy has been attacked. Ambassador has been threatened. And what does Ro Khanna say? What does Dr. Amir Bera say? What does Raja Krishnamurthy say? What does Pramila Jayapal say? Nothing. Raja was the only one, I repeat, who condemned the violence. But did he cover this Washington, D.C. side? They are all living in D.C. and operating from as a House of Representatives. So I pray that Lalit Jha continues to do the job. I pray that all of us in the media continue to do the job without fear or without favor. This is important. We bring you the information, we bring you the news, and we bring you an analysis. It's very, very important. I pray Lalit is safe, and so is every press guy who covers this entire event. So Mr. Ro Khanna, Ami Bera, Pramila Jaipal, and Raja Krishnamurthy, please bear that in mind. You owe it to us, our ground-based support that puts you out there, even though our votes may not win you the election, but pandering to a particular lobby, when you know that your own defense of freedom gets abused, it's time to do something. Thank you. Satyamev Jayate. Take care.